Ayo, what's the good word with all the daily faithfuls in the Chico Army Barracks? And if you're new, you gotta earn your stripes first. You're just a viewer of the tube. My name is Tyler and welcome to the crypto channel that is as crazy and passionate as this guy trying to get his city to adopt a cryptocurrency for Mary Jane transactions.
Hey yo, Chico City Council members. If you can't tell, I'm for the legalization of marijuana and here in Chico for recreational use. It's obvious what's going on. Glen, Tahina, Butte, it's not allowed here. So where do the illegal operations set up? They set up here. That is why there are so many operations blowing up. Cannabis grows. You guys got to realize that. Now, if we don't pass this, they're going to keep setting shop up here. It's the perfect place for them. Why not? I mean, it's illegal here. So there are people buying illegally. So let's get it done. It needs to be done already, but it needs to be done in a smart way. We're paying too much money to stop it right now. And if we allow it and allow it done the right way, we're actually going to be saving money and making money. So, legal business equals tax revenue. But you gotta maximize your tax revenue, you guys. So you gotta open it up for competitive. And you gotta allow it for the city of Chico. Not outsiders with a lot of money to come in and swoop up all the business and take it from the people of Chico. Let the citizens of Chico have the license, please. If you do this, make sure it is allowed for the people of Chico, not outsiders to come in. And there's all this argument about, cash business. Well, there are solutions for that. I am a cryptocurrency YouTuber, Bitcoin. Have you ever heard of that? Let's think of a stable coin, ChicoCoin. So all of the transactions are on the blockchain and verifiable. No money laundering, nothing like that. Please think this through and do it the right way and subscribe to Chico Crypto on YouTube. Thank you.
Hopefully they subscribed. It's time for Chico Crypto. Well, like I said, it's going to be a little pumptastic for a certain coin, which is setting itself apart from the rest. Polkadot and their blockchain solution to transform slow and unusable blockchains and dApps into real-world applications, not held back by scalability. August 5th, I posted this video diving into the Polkadot ecosystem with the title 3 altcoins that will surge by millions. And I should have said billions, as Polkadot has surged by that, doubling in the price in just the past week. Since August 18th, it's went from $3 to over $6 as of yesterday, gaining billions in market cap. So why is this happening? Well, Evan Van Ness, he had something to say about it. But first, who is Evan? Well, he's the former but still highly connected Consensus team member. Yes, Consensus, one of the main development groups for the Ethereum blockchain, focusing on both developer tools and enterprise solutions. Now, what did Evan say about Polkadot? Well, let's listen in now.
Moving fast is very seductive, and it is an interesting experiment, so you have to give them a lot of credit on that. And they've already passed Tezos. In fact, I think Polkadot already has more users and more transactions than Tezos, despite the fact that Polkadot has been live for 4 days and Tezos has been live for, almost 2 years.
Yeah, Polkadot is already a more used and developer-robust blockchain than Tezos, and it only took it 4 days to do it, while Tezos has been out for 2 years. Checking out the Tezos daily transactions, it's not doing much, peaking over 4,500 transactions per day a couple of times, but averaging in the 2,500 transaction day range recently, while DOT has peaked to the 10K transaction level per day and recently is averaging around 5K. And we're just in the first 10 days of DOT being mainnet live, and those are actual transactions, not spam transactions, as I know people will bring up Blocktivity and say other blockchains are doing more, like EOS, Tron, and others. Well, I have included a link in the description to a Medium article from Fred Kruegur, which is titled Fake Traction in Crypto, and it shows what some of these blockchains are using to fake transactions, including bots to game sites like Blocktivity and dApp Radar, and a whole lot more. So don't be tricked by the fake in the space. Look for what is real and look for what is being used. And a place people are looking and seeing an opportunity is, you could say, pigging off of DOT success, as its canary network, another coin I have been talking about oh so much, is surging too. Kusama, my llama, my baby mama drama. So Kusama, it's the wild child baby bro of Polkadot, where things are going to be tested and experimented with. Many people, even like Evan, think Polkadot is moving fast and is made to break. Well, actually, that is what Kusama is for. Their slogan is expect chaos. But people are liking that chaos, as active daily accounts of Kusama is actually almost double that of Polkadot today. Staking is happening, parachains are being deployed, and Kusama will be the live birther of one of Polkadot's biggest DeFi projects, Acala Network, the stablecoin and MakerDAO type project of this ecosystem. Acala tweeted on August 21st, beyond testnet, Acala will launch its canary network, Kruegur, as parachain firstly on the Kusama network and then mainnet on Polkadot. So this means something is coming regarding what Acala has been showing off lately. Cross-chain transfers from main chains to parachains, where the fee is paid in the main chain's token. Significance for Kusama, as it will be hitting them first. With a DEX, say a Uniswap type Polkadot fork, you could feasibly use that DEX and pay with Kusama for the transaction fees instead of the parachain's token. And eventually you could trade Bitcoin on a DEX and pay Bitcoin for the transaction fees. Experiments are meant to happen on Kusama, and with Chainx and their Bitcoin bridge, that is not out of the realm of possibility to happen on Kusama soon. Experiments are meant to happen on Kusama. So Polkadot pumped, so did its baby brother Kusama. Is it going to trickle down to other Polka ecosystem projects? Well, yes it will, and if Acala was trading, it would be surging as we speak. Before the token's trading, it already is. One of my favorites and most advanced teams in the ecosystem has bounced after cooling off from its initial surge. That is Robonomics. Why do I like Robonomics? Well, Kusama just had a hackathon, Hack Kusama, where teams were building on top of the chain. There were a total of 15 submissions, and most of them were development tools from multiple developer teams, needed but not from a team and companies with tradable token. Except one, and that was Robonomics with their submission, Kusama on Mars. Now in my opinion, this went slightly under the radar, as what Robonomics demonstrated was that a Kusama relay chain could theoretically be stationed on Earth, the database and nodes, while a Kusama parachain, per example Robonomics, could live on Mars and control robotic fleets there. Ethereum's database could not live on both Mars and Earth at the same time and be a shared database, but the parachain architecture, it fixes this, which Robonomics proved. And what I like is what they are looking into next regarding this. In their submission dev post, they say, Mars and Earth are in constant motion in their orbits, which is why the signal transit time between the planets changes, which means that the finalization time in the relay chain may actually change. We would like to try to implement a parachain with non-constant block time. Sweet, but there was a second, a coming token, who dropped this submission for Hack Kusama, and that is Plasm Network, a smart contract and OVM-based parachain for dApps. Well, Plasm, they submitted Plus Ultra, which in short is a new decentralized and sustainable way to incentivize ecosystem members with grants called community rewards. And that proof of contribution system will be implemented into Plasm within the next month or so. Now, I'm not going to tell you how to get these tokens, but it's coming soon. And they're developing how the token will be distributed with none other in collaboration with Chainlink, which is what I like to look for. So you guys want a token that is trading, eh? Well, it's time to get in on the DeFi madness with Akropolis, as their Delphi DeFi beta just went live. This is an automated DeFi system, which combines and compounds your DeFi and governance yields for you, and then can dollar cost average into tokens like Bitcoin and Ethereum based on your gains. The Delphi beta was capped at 5 million, and it filled up quicker than you would believe. Akropolis tweeted about it. They said 500 139 unique wallets, and 5.0 million total value cap reached in about 90 minutes of the first guarded launch in DeFi. There were overloads because it was so popular, and next TVL cap raise incoming soon. That was on August 24th, just 3 days ago, so a raise will be coming soon. And the more TVL, total value locked up in Acro, the bigger the market cap will grow. But the thing about Acro, which I really like and I think is going to change the DeFi game, is Sparta, which is live and getting ready for the full release. What is Sparta? Well, Sparta is a credit pool where users can get access to loans without the need of large collaterals. Its mechanics allow the Sparta users to get under-collateralized loans as well as provide funds to receive a percentage of the interest from borrowers. Now in DeFi, almost every single loan is over-collateralized if it's decentralized. Sparta solves this major DeFi problem, and the mainnet for Sparta is collecting DAI right now. Now, why would there be over 130k in their credit pool if you can't earn an APY or interest yet? As we can see, it's coming soon. Well, the early joiners are incentivized to be there. From the wiki on Sparta from the team, they speak of incentivized behavior, and it says early membership is incentivized by the bonding curve. And below, in improvements from old models, it says use of bonding curve economically incentivize early participants. Yeah, those in the pool, they are preparing to get the bulk of the rewards. They are laying the groundwork for the pool, which is obviously going to reward the early participants. Their wiki clearly says it. So if I didn't mention a Polka ecosystem project in this episode, it doesn't mean I'm not still interested in it. There's a solid batch of projects my eyes are laser focused on. Edgeware, Energy Web, Sora Network, Mantra DAO, Kalupu, Darwinia, and more. And they're all surging. Cheers, viewers. I'll see you next time.